congratulations. Just one win away from your second shopping spree. This next meal, I'm thinking about something really iconic. Gingerbread cookies. Iconic. You make gingerbread cookies?
I have before, yes.
Simple list of ingredients. What about, in fact, I have a list right here. Wait. What was that? There you go, take a look. Gingerbread cookies, fresh or ground ginger, cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, molasses, flour.
I used to be a pastry chef. Gingerbread cookies, no problem.
What was that song during Christmas time? Visions of gingerbread men, gingerbread flipping in my head. Is it ginger flipping?
No.
How does it go?
Visions of ginger
Men. Ginger.
dancing.
Yeah, it's not dancing, it's flipping.
Flip, no.
It is flipping, because this is flip this dish. So you're gonna take all your ingredients for the gingerbread cookie, and you're gonna flip it into a, how about a pork dinner?
No! How about I flip this guy?
Feel good about that? I sure do. Chef's to your cards.
My word. How do you turn a gingerbread cookie into a pork dish? Tell me.
One of you will go on to the big game, the other will go home with nada. There's what, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 items go on there?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Flip this dish? Guy's flipping. Guy's tripping. I flippin' hate gingerbread cookies. But I know that I must include every single ingredient on this list. I'm gonna make a schnitzel dish. So I reach for the almond flour because I love the nuttiness of the almond. I really, really want to get to the final of the Tournament of Champions, so homemade ricotta cheese is a really great opportunity to prove I can do this. I'm gonna put the spices in my ricotta cheese. And I feel like whiskey would go well with my molasses, and I want to balance out this dish with a slaw. So I take sauerkraut and fennel and some green apple. I'm feeling good, and I head back to my station.
Sweet to savory is not easy, but pork works with sweet elements. Oh, I'm gonna flip this dish. I'm gonna flip it real good. Don't put that in, please. Dried fruit. So I'm gonna make a cranberry and apple compote because I think that's gonna be a great way to use the cinnamon stick, ginger, the whole clove, and the molasses. I see corn flour. Corn and pork are a match made in heaven, and it's gonna be perfect to bread my pork chop in. When you have fried pork chops, you have to have cabbage. I think I'm good.
One of these two chefs is gonna have the first spot in the finale. You can sense that the stakes are really high.
I'm one round away from the opportunity to accomplish my dream, open up my own cafe. You're doing the same thing. Great minds think alike.
All right, superstar, what do you got?
All right, I'm making some pork schnitzels, a little fennel and apple salad. And here you go, Bear. I'm making some ricotta cheese.
Girl.
Hopefully.
Good luck, crazy person.
So in my coating, I have almond flour combined with a little bit of ground ginger.
Erica has used almond flour to dredge her pork chops. Now, the good news is you're gonna get texture. The bad news is you have to be careful about burning.
I think there's nothing better than handmade cheese. So I feel like using the cinnamon sticks and cloves in my ricotta cheese could be a good idea, but I don't know if the curds are gonna rise properly because of the weight of the spices, so I'm praying that it works.
12 minutes, you have a little less than 12 minutes to go.
I'm gonna do a corn flour, breading on the pork chop. The key to making your breading stick is to let it sit for a few minutes. Don't fry it right away. So I start my sweet and sour cabbage. I also have to start on my compote. I think the molasses with the ginger and the brandy is gonna work perfect in my compote.
That's what we want.
This dish is one of my dad's favorites, which is perfect because I'm planning to give that money to my mom and dad. I lost my first husband. We got married, and 10 months later, he left me. I am happily married now. But my parents got me through the hardest time in my entire life, and to be able to bless them with that money would be the best thing in my whole life.
9 minutes, chefs, 9 minutes to go.
I hate molasses. So I feel like the only way to turn that around is by adding a little bourbon. So I'm just gonna toss my green beans with a little bit of my bourbon molasses butter.
These two chefs both did a schnitzel, both did green beans.
So many similar items. It's really kind of making me nervous. You have doubts, especially when you're making life-changing decisions. I was granted a full ride scholarship to be a part of the Taekwondo national team and compete in the Olympics. And I gave it up and I went to culinary school. I knew in my heart that I had to become a chef.
You're left-handed?
Oh, yes, chef.
What they say about left-handers.
What did they say, buddy?
I don't know. I thought since you're left-handed, you'd know.
All I can think about is that money for my mom and dad. So I decide to add another layer and I make a clove cinnamon brown butter to toss my green beans with. If these pork chops taste as good as they look, then I just might be able to beat out Erica.
How are we doing?
It depends on what happens.
Good thinking.
Right?
Erica, Veronica, you have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes. So my cheese curds have risen to the top. I'm very happy about them. I'm very happy about the flavor of the cinnamon and the cloves.
I really like it when I don't hear anything but cooking in the kitchen.
They're trusting their food to do the talking for them.
45 seconds.
I'm sweating, the pressure's on. I gotta make this happen for my family.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop working.
Yes, chef.
Thank you, God. Oh, man.
All right, it's a big game. You guys did great. Follow me. Judges, game 3 of our Tournament of Champions. They had to take the ingredients for gingerbread and flip this dish into a pork dinner. First up, Chef Erica, what do you got for us?
So today I made an almond meal and ginger crusted pork schnitzel with a little bit of buttered whiskey molasses haricot vert. On top is a little sauerkraut, fennel, apple pickled salad with a little fresh ricotta with cloves and cinnamon.
Chef Erica, your salad, that's probably my favorite part of the dish. It's very bright, it's very fresh, but your pork is overcooked to me.
Erica, I love your cinnamon-infused ricotta cheese, juxtaposing with the crunchiness and the fat from the fried pork, so I'm really enjoying that. But I would have liked to have tasted the molasses a little more.
Thank you. No, I would not want to hit that with more molasses. Molasses is my least favorite ingredient, I think, on this planet.
Next up, Chef Veronica.
So, judges, I have for you today Grand Champion pork schnitzel, red cabbage sauerkraut. I also made an apple cranberry compote with clove and some molasses. And I made a cinnamon and clove brown butter that I tossed the green beans with.
Chef Veronica, man, I am putting corn flour on pork chops. That is crispy, crunchy, and it retained, for me, a lot of the moisture in my pork chop. But I'm getting a lot of clove out of the green beans. I mean, a lot. Maybe too much.
Veronica, this cabbage, I think, is it's fantastic. You've hit the right note. My green beans, I did not get that overwhelming taste of cloves, and then I realized that you have whole cloves in there. And I wonder if you got a whole clove.
I just think that there's, you know, we want the flavor of clove, but we don't want to actually see the cloves.
Sorry about that. There are certain infractions that a chef will commit in this game that they are going home for sure. And having a whole clove on the dish is one of them.
We're gonna ask you to return to the kitchen, so we'll call you back. We have a decision. Thank you.
Good job.
Let's bring the chefs back in, please. You two have definitely stuck it out and battled hard, but now one of you will be checking out and the other one going on to the grand finale. The chef that will be checking out will be Chef Erica.
Chef Erica, you're a very proper cook and chef, yeah? It just so happens that on this particular day, one was just a bit more preferable than the other. That's all, but very well done, and hold your head high.
It was about as close as they come. Nice to have you.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
I thought I had it, but I love that the final round came down to 2 female chefs. Thank you.
Thank you. That ricotta is my favorite thing I had all day. It really was. Thank you.
This is the first time I've lost. I mean, you gotta lose sometime, right? Can't win them all.
Hi everyone, make sure you subscribe to Food Network UK where you can see loads more shows and loads of different recipes.